Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Depending on whenever you are watching us from. It's another episode of Politics. You can subscribe to our channel, like our videos, share, comment for more political discourse. Yeah, Mr. Ram. Yeah, yesterday we saw what transpired in Finland, that the citizens of of Finland are calling for the release of Simon Ekpa. The Finnish citizens themselves,
Yes.
not outsiders,
Yes.
are calling for the release of Simon Ekpa.
Yeah.
Telling the president that the president should stop playing games, that Simon Ekpa is innocent, he should release. How can you
Yeah, that has given you the level of even support, international support, given to Simon Ekpa. Because without protests, without kind of, scenario in Finland, we'll actually know that Finland is just trying to fulfill the law. Not that Simon Ekpa is culpable. It is the law. They are reviewing their law. They are trying to respect their law. They are trying to say, this accusation could not just be, true or, forgotten like that. That's why I see them playing game by not giving Simon Ekpa freedom. I don't call it detention. It is restriction. Detention is different from restriction. When you are on restriction, your movement is restricted. When you are on restriction, you cannot comment, you can't go to media house, you cannot even speak or talk on social media. So Simon Ekpa is being restricted from all these activities, and you can see the support given to him this time around by the Finnish citizens. That has actually gone a long way to indicate that Nigeria is chasing the fly. About Simon Ekpa, they are just firing the moon, and they have come out without any substantiated evidence that Simon Ekpa committed any animosity or hostilities, bloody or not bloody, in the southeastern Nigeria. The Finnish citizens are giving him all their support, thereby requesting for the release of all his crippled or seized assets, properties in Finland. And as I'm talking to you, 2 days ago, Swedish Island has actually released all Simon Ekpa assets in Finland. Simon Ekpa assets given to him right now. Nothing like freezing his account, nothing like freezing all his assets, his properties in Finland. Simon Ekpa is now flying. I don't know what to understand. Not only freedom. So that has actually, spelled how good, how advanced, how lawful, I don't know, understand, Finland, that Scandinavian country is. Simon Ekpa is being given massive support of the Finlandia citizens. They actually like him. They actually celebrate him. They are actually, exonerating him right now, because they have actually seen in the past how Nigerian country, violated the people of southeastern Nigeria, and that has gone a long way to vindicate, exonerate not only Simon Ekpa but nnamdikanu, who is incarcerated since released by the court. Yet Tinubu administration has been committing court contempt, holding an innocent citizen, telling the whole world that it is the Igbo elites. It is a lie. The Igbo elites, the Igbo governors, the Igbo politicians are not the one holding nnamdikanu. It is Arab Yoruba under the administration of Tinubu that is holding nnamdikanu, captive at DSS cell in Nigeria.
So now, Mazi, what do you think now? What do you think now that people are calling for his release? You think nnamdikanu is very Simon Ekpa is very influential in the southeastern part of the country, and that is the major reason why the people of the Finnish people are coming out to say that please release him and let him go.
The most influential person we are talking about now, outside the nnamdikanu, who is the supreme leader of IPOB, is Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa is being restricted in Finland, and go and see how deserted, how silent, how deactivated southeastern Nigeria is. When Simon Ekpa was doing what he was doing as Biafran Prime Minister in exile in Finlandia region, you could have seen how the commercial city of Oka, Newi, Onitsha were bubbling. Yes, with life, with commercial activities. with industrial production going on at Nnewi axis everywhere in Igbo land, like Aba, like Nnewi, like Enugu. Everywhere we are bubbling because Simon Ekpa was in action. A good prime minister that could not even commit financial crime, mismanage the public fund that is meant for the Biafrans. Simon Ekpa's absence has actually crippled the commercial activities, the social activities of Igbo land, southeastern Nigeria. So that man you see is worthwhile in his southeastern, country home. He was everything. When he was doing what he was doing in the southeastern Nigeria, he was everything. The youths were celebrating him, both old and young. They actually know his worth. Look at, whenever was there, who are those hoodlums? Who are those kidnappers? Who are those killer native doctors? Ekpa actually make sure that every miscreant in Igbo land, yes, were put under check, placed under watch. They could not commit any crime because Simon Ekpa is what emulating. But today that Ekpa was inside or restricted from freedom, you could see how killer headers actually unleashed mayhem in Enugu state. How killer headers actually unleashed mayhem and terror at the axis of Ebonyi state. Not Enugu is not excluded, Aba is not excluded, Imo state, Iyala and Onitsha. They were all miscreants and hoodlums, destroying all manners of properties, kidnapping and maiming in Anambra state. But due to Simon Ekpa's absence, nothing has been able, to be done about it by all the southeastern, states governors. Today we will see Hope Uzodinma, who was busy maiming and disaliving the youth in Imo state. Today we see how free is moving. Today we see how free, yes, he is disaliving youth at the axis of Amuma or local government, simply because Ekpa is no longer active. Today we've seen how Nigerian military forces, how miscreants and other hoodlums were disaliving people at the axis of Ihiala, making sure that they bring Osu people, our mama youths, they were bringing them down, disaliving and maiming youths in that land, simply because Simon Ekpa Njoko is no longer active. This has gone a long way to tell you how influential Ekpa was when he was operational in the southeastern Nigeria. You are welcome.
And then thank you for coming out to end of this.
You are welcome.
Aisha Yusufu has tasked Imo State Governor, Enugu State Governor, Anambra State Governors, stop blaming gunmen. You are the CEO of your state. You are the executive governor. Now, since you go to Abuja to collect money, then take responsibility for the insecurity in your state. What do you have to say about it?
Now, thank you for that wonderful question. I think being the governor of the state, you have every power for you to make sure that you get security votes from the federal government. By so doing so, what are the governors doing with this money? Stop coming out to tell the people that there is insecurity in my state and that unknown government have been killing. The government need to take action and put an end to all this and stop apportioning blames. The people you are apportioning blames to are the people who their lives and properties are entrusted in your hand as the chief security officer of the state. So for a governor to come and start telling people that there is insecurity in my state, I think to me the governor need to stand up and then act now, because every now and then allocation is being shared for you, security vote is being given to you, and you have the mandate. The primary function of government is to protect life and property. Yes. So if you cannot protect life and property, then why are you the governor?
But some have said that the governors have no power over the military. That it's only the president as the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. What do you have to say about that?
The governor does not have power over the military. That is true. But see, the question is that can the governor summon military chiefs in their states? I mean the division's commander to sit and dialogue for a way forward. The answer is yes. So if we can do that, so indirectly it's still have power over the military. Now when it calls for security meeting don't this men don't these guys attend in his various place? They do. So the president should not come and say that he does not have sorry, the governor should not come and say he does not have power. We still have killings in Imo State, Enugu State, and some other states. For how long can we continue in this path? The people are scared of their lives. The people cannot even access government, access those who they claim to be what electorate. We cannot access people that give us the mandate. So how long can they continue like this? So I think the government of these states on their own, they need to up their games. You must up your games as a governor if you don't want to be sacked come 2027.
But there's always been this fear that the votes of Nigerians does not count, and that is why our elected officials are acting this week. That assuming our vote is counting, they will sit up knowing that if I don't perform, no second term for me. You agree with that statement?
Our vote does not count. I cannot say if our vote count or not because I have not conducted any election. So what I'm to say is that people have lost confidence in the INEC. In the power.
The reason why they've lost
you've lost confidence because so many persons have seen the case of Hope Uzodinma when he but reason best the court knows why he had to give it to him. But someone who came forth in the election was uplifted and then he came forth. So the court cited some reasons which Hope Uzodinma became the governor. Reason best known to them. I am not in a position to speak for the court. But one thing is that INEC needs to be the trust of Nigerians again. You saw what happened in last election. As allegedly reports, the results were changed in the RF quarter. So I don't know how true that allegation is, but see, it has been going viral. So these are things INEC need to repose that confidence in the average Nigerian. And for the governors too, how much is being given to you on a monthly basis? If you get money on a monthly basis, then why don't you make sure that these people who gave you the mandate to protect them, you can as well protect them too? Because the people cannot always be one-sided every time. The people need to benefit from dividends of democracy, and when they have to benefit from the dividends of democracy is by what? By inclusive governance. The people need to feel the government impact. Not every time you come on here and say government has attacked the people, you come and start creating fear. These governments are even creating fear in the life of the ordinary man.
We've seen the governor of Enugu State who has declared that Monday is no longer a sit-at-home in Enugu State. People are saying that you are seeing that as the governor. Can you come and secure our lives? I mean, the other people, because you see this sit-at-home every Monday. Some are doing it maybe out of respect for nnamdikanu, but some are doing it out of fear. It is two ways. People are telling the governor, please find a way to secure our police cannot be everywhere. What do you think? Because sit at home every Monday, it might be affecting the economic activities in the southeast. What do you think that the governor can do, or the governors in the southeast can do?
Thank you, brother. I think sit at home every Monday is a commensurate to honor the Mazi nnamdikanu, who has been in incarceration for 4 years now and still counting. But what I want to say is that when there is a conflict in the land, the president himself needs to address this issue of Kanu. Let Kanu issue be settled out of court. If what Kanu is the son of the president, as a son, you can go, you can have a different view or different ideology and philosophy from what your father had. But why can't you, as a father, have you reached out to Kanu himself. And what I felt that the president ought to have done was, while Kanu was in decision, go and meet, let them bring Kanu to you, DSS. Sit down with Kanu, have a round table discussion with him.
But do you think that's possible? Because we saw
See, my
Buhari, he could not freedom.
Buhari is different. See,
So,
these are two different people.
Yes.
If you want, the security apparatus cannot be everywhere, and these guys are what, overstretched.
Yes.
These guys are also overstretched. So the president is the father of the nation.
Yes.
Since the president is the father of the nation, he should at least reach out to this guy, even to the Ohanes in Igbo. Whenever he will want to invite some Igbo politicians and some Igbo stakeholders to sit on a round table and discuss with Kanu. You have conditions, give him the conditions. Send it to him. Because you see, this is the only way this thing about marginalization can stop. And the truth of our matter is that the Igbos are heavily marginalized in the country. And that is what, and that has breed a whole lot.
But do you think that giving them an opportunity, or yes, that's an opportunity, or finding a way, a consensus in 1999, Nigeria had a consensus on making a Yoruba man a president. In 2007, Nigeria had another consensus to make another man to be president. Do you think that Nigeria finding a way or making a consensus to make an Igbo man the president is going to make that marginalization or the agitations go down in the south?
Making an Igbo man be the president would at least work to some extent. It will help this issue of marginalization reduce a very long way, because if the Igbo man is the president, Peter Obi, you will not watch Peter Obi allowing nnamdikanu to languish in detention, even if, because yes, that is his brother from his tribe. They are from same tribe. No, so why was Sonegbo released? It was let's go.
Yes.
So to some extent, it will help a long way. And as an Igbo man, he will speak in the language that the Igbos. Now I am one of the sons. Yes. You don't have any right to agitate.
Yes.
So that will help them. It will go a very long way for them too.
So I'm letting you go. I think we have like 1 minute.
Okay.
Now, Southeastern Governors Forum. What should be their next step?
Southeastern Governors Forum should at least make moves to meet with the presidents.
Yes.
To put an end to all this. That is the only way. Because if there's no end to all this, all we hear is killing. And then we are not in support of all this killing. It is not good for the future of the country. It's not good for the future of the country.
Okay, thanks for coming.
Thank you for always having me. For that wonderful question, the anchor of this great platform. First and foremost, I want to say, Simon Ekpa has come out to say, or has outlined countless times, that he said that the Nigerian government cannot win Biafra with a barrel of gold for a second time. Now when he said that, see, Nigerian government cannot win Biafra with a barrel of gold, it means that nobody needs to die for them to exit Nigeria. Now, Ojogun fought Biafra in a different dimension. Now, nnamdikanu did it via his own dimension. So Ekpa is taking it globally. And now we've seen world body recognize Biafra. We've seen the UN and then some other global body have come out to endorse the Biafra struggle. So kudos to him, it is a plus. Some persons have come out to say that Simon Ekpa should be discredited, the likes of Ohanes and that of the Southeastern governors. But my question is that you said Simon Ekpa should not be taken serious. Then who should be taken serious? The government who is not willing to protect our people? Is it the people who have refused to speak up when the Igbo man has been marginalized in the country? Is it
Is it the same governors who have become a tools in the hands of their Fulani master? So for you to even have a character like Simon Ekpa and nnamdikanu to have come out to say enough is enough, that we are tired of this contraption called one Nigerians. It shows that these people have this mindset that see they can no longer be the slave. So for him to have even gone as far as to hire lobbyists that will speak on behalf of biafra in the world sorry, in the UN summit, to me it's a plus, and that alone the voice of biafrans will be heard globally, and the voice of an Igbo man is also being heard globally. Now let me take it back the line. When southern Sudan and South Sudan wanted parted ways, nobody killed each other, nobody go through the route of violence. It was done amicably. So Simon Ekpa is doing it amicably for him to convince world leaders that this thing is possible, and why the government of the day, the present government of Nigeria, are not seeing it that way. Thank you.